Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome to my next League Start strategy guide for patch 3.15 in PoE. So this strategy is gonna be mostly about harvest, but there is actually quite a lot of other stuff you will be doing during this strategy. And this one is actually the one that most likely I will do myself. So make sure to check out this video if you want to see what I will be doing. So harvest is gone from map device next league, so you can only encounter it randomly. So in Haewark Hamlet you get 10% increased chance to get harvest, and you get a lot of other good passives. So you get 9% chance to get additional crafting option. You also get double the chance to get tier 4, which is pretty much not needed. You even with this you almost never see bosses, so this is not that important. If you want to, you actually can remove it and take something else, but if you focus on harvest, I think you should still take it. And if you wonder how rare it is, the last league I did test of 100 harvest, and my first boss, even with this passive that I encountered, was in map number 95. So it takes quite a lot. I think I was still quite unlucky, but the bosses are super rare. In the last one, which is the best one, plants harvested in this area are more likely to give less common crafting option, and this is pretty big because you will just very often get something better. I mean, you still will very often get pretty bad crafts, but if you will do harvest in any other zones, you will pretty much always get something pretty bad. So this strategy will mostly be farming harvest in this zone, so Haewark Hamlet. So you need 6 passive points, so you can spend 4 somewhere else, and it doesn't really matter what you're gonna do. You can choose either essences for just some consistent profit, since you will not always find harvest in maps. Essences will give you some consistent profit. You will always have 1 essence, and the essence will be higher tier, so these nodes are actually pretty good. The second one is syndicate. You will get from time to time free basically syndicate hideouts, since you get 10 intelligence every time you kill a map boss. So every around 40 maps you will get free syndicate mastermind. Also, you will get quite a lot of Eon missions, so you can do them from time to time and upgrade your syndicate members this way. But Aceling is nerfed this league, so you will get much less profit from selling Aceling, but still you should make quite a lot of profit from selling things like Vorici tier 4 and Hillock tier 4, Tora tier 4 with Scarabs and so on. So each syndicate mastermind safe house is actually really good. The last one is a ritual, which I actually will not recommend. There will be Zana master mod for ritual, and ritual is actually really good. But the issue with ritual is that both ritual and harvest get a lot of power from the Watchstones. So you can get 5 guaranteed Watchstones, rituals in the map, if you have Secrets of the Stone and the Watchstone that gives you guaranteed 4 rituals. With increase 25, that becomes 5. So the Watchstones are really powerful for ritual. But for harvest, there are Watchstones which give up to 4% chance for plants to give additional crafting option, and there is also one which I do not have here that gives you higher chance to get higher tier plants. And which one is better? Chance to get higher tier plants or chance to get additional crafting option? I would say they are pretty equal. During League Start, I would actually recommend additional crafting option, since all of the tier 1s are actually really good. Reforgers are really good for crafting cluster jewels during the League Start, since not that many people will have cluster jewels yet. You can make a lot of money from that. So getting higher tier plants is not that amazing, but after a while I think higher tier plants will become better. So I would actually recommend a setup of 1 Watchstone with a higher chance of getting higher tier plants, and 3 with chance to get additional crafting option. So in terms of harvest, the money that you're gonna make is mostly gonna come from crafting cluster jewels. So what I would recommend is using reforges, for example reforge cold, lightning, fire on fire, lightning and cold cluster jewels, life probably on minion jewels, medium minion jewels. Oh, that was hard to say. Medium minion jewels, because it has a high chance to get good nodes for minions. Attacks are actually good for staffs, I think. The caster is not that great for anything. Physical, you actually can use on chests to get explosive mod. Defense, you can use on Shaper Titanium Spirit Shield, or just any energy shield items to just roll them for some good energy shield. And I think that's pretty much it. Actually, casters you can use on rings to get curses. Later on in the league it's not that big of a deal, but like I said, during the beginning of the league the harvest is really good, because there will be pretty much no curse rings. So getting the curse, which curse enemies with some kind of curse, for example Assassin Mark, Despair, Elemental Weakness and so on hit, you can get it from the Reforged caster. And all of the other higher tier plants, which give, for example, upgrade Scarab to higher tier Scarab, upgrade oil and so on, get the better offering for the Uber Lab and so on. Tier 4 seed bosses, they also give you some additional profit, like exchanging Bridgestones. You can use, for example, Ash Pure Bridgestone or normal Ash Bridgestone and have a chance to exchange it into Chayula, so that's pretty good, and so on. Also, you can sell some of the crafts if you get any augment, for example augment life, augment crit and so on. You can sell them probably for like 3-4 exalts. If you get Reforged suffix keep prefix or Reforged prefix keep suffix, they usually go for around 1 exalt. If you get some lucky divines, you can also sell them for like 20c, or some enchant you can sell them for probably around 20c. So all of this pretty much stacks and you get a lot of profit. And by the way, all of these crafts you can sell here on TFT Discord. But harvest is only a part of this strategy. So every around 5 maps you will get harvest and do it. Also, again, you will do some of the other strategies like Yun, Essence or Ritual at the same time. The next one is next profit is going to be from killing map bosses. So the character I would recommend for this strategy is something that is super fast, because you want to do as many maps as possible as fast as possible. So I would highly recommend to complete all of your Atlas before you do this strategy, and all of your Awakening bonus and map bonus, because you will need a lot of maps. You will just run them as fast as possible, not focus on full clearing map, not using sextant and stuff, just doing the maps as fast as possible to have higher chance to get basically more harvest. And because of that, you will be killing a lot of map bosses. So pretty much every time you go into the map, clear it like mostly, check for the harvest, check for the essences or Yun if you're gonna do that, or in ritual. And this is, by the way, also why I don't really like ritual, because ritual takes quite a long time. So it will make you encounter less harvests. The other leagues are not that time consuming. And from killing map bosses, first of all, from Atlas passives, you get 3% chance to get Elder Shaper Guardian maps. You can also get 1% chance for Synthesis map. Also, you will get a lot of Awakeners, and you should have Awakening level 1. And you have 25% chance that you will get double Conqueror progress. Also, you can get some Atlas missions, but it's not as important. I would recommend getting at least Secrets of the Stone and Remnants of the Past. So if you can't do that many Maven invitations, I would recommend to take these two as first choice. Then I would focus on Awakener, maybe remove Close Allies and get additional chance to get Awakening level. And last one I would choose is Natural Pathways, since Synthesis are gonna be worth around 40-50 C, and actually during beginning of the league, for the first few days, since bossing is so good for currency, the Guardian maps are gonna be worth a ton of money. I remember last league, my first few Guardian maps that I dropped, I sold for 60 chaos, and they sold pretty much instantly. So this, pretty much 6% chance to get some kind of Guardian maps, plus Awakening level 9, 4.5%. That's actually extremely good for dropping Guardian maps. So that will be your secondary profit. Your primary profit will be harvest, your secondary profit will be from selling Guardian maps, and then some kind of other league strategy. And the last profit is going to be from Maven Invitation. So you should focus mostly on fast maps, like for example right now Atoll, or I don't really remember what is that great. I think I was doing Cemetery. Cemetery is pretty fast, so you would do these fast maps. Obviously there will be some kind of Atlas reshuffle, so we don't know which maps will be in the zone, but you should focus on fast maps. But if you're gonna do different maps, you're gonna be focusing Maven Invitation, which is also amazing for Guardian maps. Usually from MA 1 Maven Invitation of 10 bosses, you drop 1 or 2 Guardian maps, and you drop some kind of Watchstones. And Watchstones can go even for up to 1 Exalt during the beginning of the league, maybe even more. And again, Guardian maps are gonna be really expensive. So each Maven Invitation can give you even like 2 Exalts worth of stuff. So again, number 1 profit, harvest. Number 2, selling Guardian maps from dropping from map bosses. Number 3, either essences or Yun or ritual. And number 4, invitations for additional Guardian maps and Watchstones. And also number 5, which I forgot about, is Awakener, because you will be killing so many map bosses, you will also spawn a lot of Awakeners, and Awakener is also really good during the beginning of the league for profit. So I would highly recommend doing some kind of fast build, do fast maps, but you also need to make sure you can kill 10 bosses invitation and Awakener. So that's pretty much it. If you want to see more of this type of video, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see how I'm gonna do during the league, you can check out my Twitch channel, ZenM. I'm gonna link it in the description. So thanks for watching and see you next time.